G'day guys, how's it going? So last night when Donny and I were running the Friday night session, someone had a question about trailing stops, and I promised I would make a video just showing it quickly. So that's what I'm doing here. Personally, I don't use them. Whenever I say I'm trailing my stop, what I actually mean is just moving my stop manually based on market structure. But I'll show you how to use the actual trailing stop function that some exchanges have. I don't think Binance does, but BitMEX definitely has it. So what we'll do is we'll head across to my testnet account on BitMEX. So you can see here I've just entered a long for 100 contracts. We're in the green, which is always nice. So to set a trailing stop, you come across to the stop area and you select trailing stop, right? You want your quantity to be the same as your position size because it's a stop, so you want to close out your entire position. So we've set that to 100. And then what you do, so if it's a long, you want to set a negative trailing stop because it tells it it's the current price minus 100 in this case. Or if you were in a short, you'd want a positive one because as you can see, current price 18,501, and this is going to put it in 18,601, right? So the trail value is how far from current price your stop will enter and the amount that it will trail at. So if we change to 200, you can see it goes up to 701. So we'll just set it to minus 100, right? And we'll chuck it on. So you can see here it's been put in at 18,401 when price is currently at 18,501. So what that will do now is it will follow price up with $100 gap. So I'll show it on the charts, a little bit easier to understand. But pretty much, let's say that we put the trailing stop on down here with a trail value of $1,000, right? Actually, we'll make it a little bit more because we don't want to. So let's say $1,200, right? So we entered here. Price, our stop is $1,200 below price. So that was 13.7. So we're talking about 12.5. Right. Stop. Trailing stop, we'll call it. And we'll change the color of that one, make it red. All right, beautiful. So what happens, so let's say we entered on this candle, right? What happens is as price moves up, this always stays $1,200 below. So, you know, as time's going across, it'll stay $1,200 below. When it gets to here, it's going to be down here, $1,200 below current price. As we move up into here, keeps following up, keeps following it up. Now you can see as price starts to come down, right, it will stay exactly $1,200 from the very highest point. So I should have done something bigger because this would have got stopped out. But let's say it had it at, how big did it need to be? So let's say you had it at 1,700, just for the sake of this example, so we don't get stopped out, right? So your trail value is negative 1,700. It's always $1,700 below the highest price since you put the order on, right? So the whole time since price is here and it's coming down, our stop does not move. Just stays there, stays there, stays there. As price bounces, still doesn't move because it's still, it has to clear this top. It has to go. It basically, as soon as price is $1,701 above price, it moves up. If it's anything less, you know, 1,600, 1,500, whatever, it just stays exactly where it is. So when we broke this high again over here, price started coming up again. Then as we came down, it would have stopped here somewhere. As we moved up, it would have just kept moving up. So how I like to think of them, sort of just as a little mental idea, is like a ratchet strap or a cable tie, right? Because with a cable tie, it only goes one way. So let's say that we've put our order on and we've set our trailing stop as $100, right? Price moves up to $101 above our stop, so our stop moves up. 110 keeps moving up, keeps moving up. Now price stops. Price starts coming down. Our stop stays exactly in place. You can't push a cable tie through, right? It only goes one way. Price stays there until it moves up to $101 above where the stop is again, and then it starts, right? And then again, Price comes down, stop stays in place. So trailing stops are a really good way to lock in profit on runs, especially if, so for example, I'm going camping tonight and I'm currently in a Bitcoin long. I've closed out most of my position, but I am moving my stop up. I'm not going to be able to move my stop while I'm camping. I mean, I might have internet, but I don't want to be looking at charts. It's not what I'm about. So I could potentially put on a trailing stop. That way, if we crack 20, and mine is always staying, let's say, $500 below price, we crack 20, we head up to 25. Well, I've locked in profit at 24.50. Whereas, say that's a flash move, it happens in like 2 hours, and we come back down, and I get home from camping tomorrow, and price is back at 20. Well, the way that I'm moving my stock currently based on market structure, I haven't moved my stock because I haven't looked at the charts. So they're definitely a handy tool to use, not one that I use personally, but definitely one that's worth adding to your arsenal. So yeah, I hope that helped explain it. If the cable ties wasn't a good idea, well, I think it works. So yeah, hopefully that helps, guys.